Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another finale. Today I'm going to wrap up my Eyemageddon project pan, and I do believe this is going to be the wrap up for this project overall. I have been doing this year to get most use out of my single shadows, and I've really enjoyed this project. It meant that I could rotate through quite a few shadows and also get to know them as well. I do have some big plans for eyeshadow projects next year, and I think this is unfortunately going to be one that I have to drop just so I can make room for other things. But I'm completely fine with that because I, again, have gotten a lot of use out of things in this project this year, so I still consider it successful. But before I jump into the eyeshadows that I've been working on in this project and what I still have left, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. This is what my palette looks like at the moment. So you can see the shadows here that I still have in the project. I do have one spot missing here, as you can see, but I will cover that when I get to that shadow. So in this project throughout the year, I have had a single palette like this, and I've been wanting to reach for every single eyeshadow 10 times. However, I think 2 updates ago, I changed the rules to 5 uses only, just because I wanted to get through a few more shades before the end of the year. I haven't reached my goal on every single thing this month. There's a couple of eyeshadows that I haven't reached for 5 times, but I'm completely fine with that. So let's go through them in order. So first up, we have this shade here from Terra Moons, and this is the shade Martian Dust. It's like a beautiful red to like orange to gold shifting shadow. I think you can see it a little bit there. This one been in for 2 months now, and I reached for it once last month, and unfortunately I didn't reach for it again this past month. So you know, it's fine. I didn't get any more uses out of it. It was more kind of like a Halloween shade, and I just haven't been really panning these type of eyeshadows. I've been doing a lot of green looks, which is why I got use out of the remaining shades in here more than this one. But again, at least I got to use it, which is always really exciting. The second eyeshadow in the palette used to be right here, and that was the shade Lure from the Pastel Roses. And that was like an orangey kind of peachy shifting shadow, or like an orange to gold, I guess, shadow. And that one was actually decluttered in my single eyeshadow declutter during my declutter week, which I posted, I think last week it was. And this one I actually didn't use at all in the last month. I did use it once overall in the project over 3 months, and I kind of sums up my thoughts about it because, again, it wasn't my favorite, and that's also why it got decluttered. So that was the shade Lure. Then we have the shade Pumpkin right here, also from Pastel Roses. It's one of their marble shades. It's kind of like you can see it has some warmth to it, and then like kind of like a cooler shift, and also like some blue speckles in it. It's a really nice shade, and I'm actually wearing this one today, like on the inner part right here. And I have used that one 5 times, the last time today. Then moving on to the second row, we have another shade that I'm wearing on my eyes today, and that is the shade Zigzag from Glam Shop. Again, I'm wearing this one kind of on the inner part here. Like I have done on this part here, and then I've topped the very inner corner with Pumpkin. And I used it again for the 5th time. So it was another one that I managed to hit my goal on. Then in the center there, we have another Pastel Roses shade, which has like this kind of turquoisey blue base into a pinkish purple shift. And it also goes gold in certain angles. This is the shade Phantom, and this was also in for 2 months, but I only reached for it once, so very similar to the first shade from Terra Moons. Again, I'm fine with that. I focus on other things, and I actually get use out of other things instead of this one. So it's not too bad, but I did use it once in the project. Then the next shadow, which is here, is the shade Hot Spice Cider, and that is another one that I'm wearing on my eyes today for the 5th time of the month. And I'm wearing this one on like the outer corners, so that's the shade right there. And again, I have reached for this one 5 times. It's a really nice shifting shade. It has like a brown base and that kind of warm tone green right on, and then it goes into like a bluish kind of, yeah, like a turquoise blue kind of shift. So it's almost like a blue-brown pigment with a really strong green shift as well, and it's a really stunning shade. It's more smooth and not as sparkly as some of the other things in here. But that's also quite nice because it gives a more, like, it's really nice to put on like the out corners like this, because it does give that shift in certain angles, but it doesn't like necessarily super sparkly or anything. So yeah, that's the shade Hot Spice Cider. Then for the last row, we have the mattes right here, and they're all from Sydney Grace. We have the shade Lolly, Harvest, and Tangerine. I have used the shade Lolly twice in the past month, and I was able to hit my 5 uses on this one too. I'm wearing this one on my lower lash line today, so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, that's the shade Lolly. Then for Harvest in the center, I used this one once in the past month. Same with Tangerine next to it. Both of them are 2 uses on them in total, and again, one of them came this month. Another use in both of them came from last month because I rolled both of these in 2 months ago. So yeah, those are all the mattes. Lastly in the palette, we have my Cleona shadows right here, and on top we have the shade Burnish Light. And again, I have reached this one 5 times. It's been in for 2 months, but I didn't reach for it at all in the first month. So I reached all 5 uses this past month, which is really, really exciting. This one I am wearing on the center of my lids. So again, I'm wearing it for the 5th time today. I managed to include quite a lot of the eyeshadows in here that I have 4 uses on, just because I wanted to get them complete before I uploaded the project. So yeah, that is one of them. I really do like this shade, by the way. I hadn't used it much. I think I hadn't used it at all before I rolled it into the project. It's one of Cleona's newest kind of eyeshadows. But yeah, I do really like this one. Then we have the shade Feric, which is also a newer one from Cleona. This is one of their dimensional multichromes. This one is one of their jewel lights, by the way. This one has been in for 3 months now, and I had used it twice before this past update. And in the past month, I used it 3 times. And again, I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I'm wearing this one like right here as well, like kind of tapped on top. So if you see a specific sparkle, that is this eyeshadow. I'm wearing it very subtly today, but it's really, really stunning to wear all over the lids, more impactful as well. And I really like how versatile it is because it is so textured and sparkly that you can sheer it out with more of a topper shade, or you can use it very intensely all over your lid. Then lastly from Cleona, we have this shade right here, which is the shade Carving. This is one of their glitter multichromes, and it's a really, really stunning shade. I am again wearing it on my eyes today. I'm wearing it like right here on my lower lash line. And again, I am wearing it for the 5th time today. This one has only been in for 1 month now, so I used it 5 times in the past month. And honestly, it was really easy eyeshadow to include. You can use this as an accent shade, like, you know, kind of on my inner corners. Like, it's a little bit deep to have in my very inner corner, but it's very nice to like have as a pop like right here. I used it all over my lid as well, and yeah, it's just a stunning shade. So I'm really, really happy that I included that one and I was able to hit my goal on in the past month. So those were all of the shades that I've been working on for the past month. Again, I didn't hit my goal on everything, but I did a pretty good job, especially today's look. I hit goal on everything that I'm kind of completed in the past month. Yeah, I completed that today. So the other ones I didn't hit my goal on in this project for the finale is this shade here called Martian Dust. The shade Phantom here in the center, the 2 mattes here, the shade Harvest and Tangerine, and those are that. So it's only 4 shades, which I'm really, really happy with. And funnily enough, they're all kind of the more orangey red shades, which is fine. I kind of thought that would be nice to have, and I mean, I could have definitely done more looks with those, but again, since I'm panning so many greens, my Project Level Up palette is the Natasha Denona Mini Gold palette, which is again a lot of greens, obviously. I'm also trying to finish up a few green shades and yellow shades in my Panda palette. Again, you can see I'm wearing greens on my eyes today. So because of that, it was easy to reach for the greens in here, and the orange just got a little bit neglected. But overall, I'm really, really pleased with how this project wrapped up. So that, you guys, is going to be it for this finale. I really, really hope you enjoyed this project throughout the year. I know it's going to wrap up, but let me know your feedback on this project down below. Did you enjoy it? Was it a bit repetitive? I personally liked it a lot, but it's only, I mean, I think that's also because I really, really love single eyeshadows, and I love to see like the beautiful swatches and just like looking at them and shifting and all of that. I just love that. I love single eyeshadows overall, and I feel like people should show them more appreciation. I know some people don't really love single eyeshadows because, you know, they're like not a premium palette, they're harder to use, things like that, but I absolutely adore my single eyeshadows, so this project is really, really perfect. But again, I'm moving on to other things next year, and if you saw my planning to pan video, which I posted probably like a month or 2 ago, I can't remember exactly when, I talked about all of that in there. But I will introduce new products in the beginning of January, and you can see what I'm planning to do there. But that is going to be it for today, you guys. I really hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye, guys!